Oh, this is a colorful cast of care. Oh, you! No, it's fine. Tobias Gregson, male, 45, British, time of death. The coroner was Mariah Gorey. The victim was shot in the chest at close range from the front, resulting in instant death. Scorch marks at point of entry. The bullet exited the body from behind. Caliber of the gun used matches that of standard issue firearms from the members of the judiciary, of course. We basically know all that anyway. We looked at that before. And now this. Oh, what's this? Mr. Naruto, look! Oh yes, it's a smudge of some kind. In fact, it looks just like a handprint. No, it more looks like a turkey, if I'm being honest. And the color. That's grape jelly, isn't it?
Oh, for a second I thought there were 5 fingers, but that was just the pinky.
Most people have 5 fingers, Kristen. Oh dear.
No, I thought there wasn't 5 fingers, but then I found the pinky.
How disturbing. There's a bloody handprint on the backside. Speaking of which, there's a red handprint on your backside. There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there? This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age, look. Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here. Oh, it's the same Red-Headed League advertisement that Mr. Sholmes had picked out. And do you remember there was a red hairpiece at the scene too? Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the Red-Headed League then? Alright.
Holmes found out something about the Red-Headed League when he's trying to get money. Isn't that usually how it goes? He finds out something because he's trying to get money. Doing something else.
Most of the time. So, witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court.
What the heck?
Names? We don't use names. Far too fancy for the likes of us. We're just free and easy. Sell what we like, live where we want to live.
Oh, give them all a vacant stare as they walk down Fresno and spin a few words into a verse for them.
You remember him?
Yeah.
Beppo is Beppo.
I'd be right in assuming that all 3 of you make your living by selling wares on the street. Hey, everyone calls me... What?
Gossip.
Gossip. I sell jaunty little tidbits to passerby, you know? Jaunty little tidbits? Got an absolute smasher for you, sir. Right up your ginnel it is. 6pence is the price, not a penny less. Less. Wait, you're actually trying to sell it to me now? Oh, come on, sir. Don't tell me you're not interested. Try the man. Give him the money and see what it is. Pay the man, country.
Why do I have to pay?
I'm being bullied into this. You won't regret it, sir. Now you got your listening ears on.
After you take some money, go fetch my money, mouse.
Just between us, a young couple on Slate Street have just had twins. Aw, that's nice.
We're gonna need that. That's gonna be like crucial information.
Is that it? No, it's not it. It's gossip, innit? It wants to spread, but that bit's up to you and your mouth, of course. I've got more, you know, one of the juicy one. 6pence a piece it is, if you're curious. I am curious, yes, about what's going on just under that fat bottom lip of yours.
I get it now.
Namely that unusual bruise or whatever it is that's poking out from under your collar. What about the next witness then? What name do you go by and what do you sell? Me, I'm Venus. That's what everyone calls me. Funny, innit? I sell these lovely little fireworks to all the school kids. What the fuck? 6 pence a pop? What do you say?
Did she just use her ass to light that?
It's pretty fire. You weren't exaggerating with little. Do they actually sell? Oh yeah, the second years...
She's selling them to kids. Of course they sell.
My second years can't get enough of my Venus firecrackers. Especially when I tell them that they get 100, they could blow up the school. Not the most savory of ideas, young lady. What do you say then, eh? Want to part with a 6 pence for a pop? Wait, what? You want me to buy one? Tell you what, I'll let you in a little secret. If you get 100 of them, you could blow up the whole courtroom.
Looks at Cosmo, looks at the judge, looks at Van Zeeks.
Try the woman. Give her the money and see if she's right! Hey the woman, Capital. I want to blow up this fucking courtroom and go home! Alright, Jesus, I'll buy one. Lovely stuff, right
Wait,
then.
why are we buying this? Don't you all have your own money?
Yeah. Cinnamon rolls!
Cinnamon!
Ah. Right then, this is something a bit extra just for you. The Venus Special, only 600 pence. Big! 600? It's 100 of my regular fireworks. Nothing little about that, is there? And there'd be nothing little about the punishment if I blew up the Old Bailey either. Interesting. And the last witness, what name do you go by and what do you sell?
We're gonna hear that it was a firework that...
I mean, it got added to the court record, so I think you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. So Gregson was dead before he even arrived.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, that definitely seems to be the implication here. But there's a handprint on here!
Probably Lewick.
Yeah, there's nothing I can investigate.
Flip it around the other way.
Oh, I see. Have you had an idea, Mr. Naruto? You're staring at the end of the string of fireworks. Sorry, it's just that it's the Venus Special. I was wondering what 600 pence worth of fireworks would sound like. Shall we find out? What? But she said it could blow up the courtroom. Ah! Alright, that was a fairly sizable bang. My ears are still ringing, Mr. Naruto. It sounded almost exactly like...
Which is funny because those fireworks don't make a single pop. They make a bunch of pops.
Well, it said it goes off like a bang, and then it goes off like a gun.
I'm a thinker, me. Think all sorts of thoughts. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. Think. Because I stand there on the street, watching the world go on by me. They call me the Observer.
Observerator! Get out of it, old man. Everyone calls you Sandwich and you know it. So, you don't actually sell anything?
Sandwiches? The problem shared is a problem halved, as they say. I give advice, I do, and think what it means.
Hot. Actual. Can I hide this? How do I hide the dialogue? Actual hose. Pay. No more purchases today, please. Well, we have quite a cast here, it seems. They conduct their business on Fresno Street from morning until night, my lord, and always in the same place, directly adjacent to the crime scene. I see. And thus they heard the gunshot, I suppose? Not only that, but they very bravely ran inside to see what was going on and witness the crime. Well, I'll be begged, I thought. Just between us.
Venus de Milo, what am I to do? What a terrible thing I saw. Oh, what I think is, if all what we see is light and shadow playing with our eyes, is any of it real? Beppo.
Very well. The court will hear the formal testimony of these 3 witnesses now. This is the most silly trial I've ever been a part of. You will describe in detail what you witnessed and heard at the time of that incident. We saw the whole thing from start to finish. We did everything from the moment they went in the building.
It was less than a minute after the Reaper had gone inside that we heard a big bang. Seems to me that quick to talk is quick to walk. Gossip couldn't wait to go and see what happened.
I ran to the room and there he was, the Reaper, gun in hand, standing over the dead body.
I was scared half to death, me, so I ran off to find the cowboy.
Sorry.
If these witnesses were there the whole day and saw everything, who did they see going inside the building? Only the victim, Inspector Gregson, and the accused, Barak Van Zeeks. I've seen pictures of that Reaper in the paper. I know what he looks like.
Point him out.
And just between us, folks love stories like this. I've made myself a tidy sum already. But wait. The room was just one of several flats in the building. Someone from another flat could have done it. All those flats on Fresno Street are unoccupied. Of course they are. They're small, damp, dirty, and expensive to boot.
Doesn't mean someone wasn't squatting.
My underwear says the room in which the inspector was found is,
I love this joke.
is the only property in the building that's currently leased. And we know the leaseholder's name, don't we? It's Hugh Boone. The testimony the court has just heard would appear to leave little room for doubt. It's becoming increasingly difficult to see how anyone other than the defendant could have committed the crime. No. Thank you for your candor, my lord. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed to cross-examine the witnesses, or we just skip the proceedings and pronounce your defendant guilty. I mean, get on with our days. Some of us have things to do. No, my lord. In a closed court like this without a jury, the judge is the only person whose opinion matters. I have to break down this testimony. Somehow.
Hold it!
When you say they, who do you mean exactly? Inspector Gregson and the defendant, Lord Van Zeeks? I suppose so. Likes us don't know the names of the high and mighty. But I'll tell you one thing, it was the old Reaper that went in last, that's for sure and certain. Just behind Inspector Gregson. Did they arrive at the same time as each other? No, not all. The first fella must have gone inside a good 15 minutes before we heard the gunshot. The victim arrived 15 minutes before? Are you sure about that? Am I sure? Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't seem likely that I've forgotten a fellow with bright red hair like that, does it?
Ah, his hair really well red, wasn't it? Redder than my flaming fireworks, even. That fiery red mob still burnt on the inside of my eyelids, it is.
Wait a minute, you're saying the man was a redhead? What you listening, chum? Aye, he was a redhead, and he had a big trunk with him as well. Also, his ass was fat. But Inspector Gregson's hair isn't red, and he does not have a dumpy by any stretch of the imagination.
I mean, he does eat those fish and chips all the time.
Dumpy Gregson. It seems like... This is stupid, I hate it. It seems likely that the person you saw wasn't in fact Inspector Gregson at all, but some other third party. No, I hate to break it to you, but the witnesses are correct. What? Just have a look at this photograph. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh.
Okay, maybe Ace Attorney Wawa. Hi, it was not a good idea.
That's Inspector Gregson, all right.
Why is it now in color?
What do you mean? Photographs have been in color since the start of this game.
Oh, okay.
And a red hairpiece. Ah! Of course, we saw one on the floor when we investigated the scene, didn't we?
But why wasn't it still on Gregson?
I don't know. I still refuse to believe Inspector Gregson wore a hairpiece, though. So then why on earth would he have been wearing something like that? I have no idea.
Color doesn't seem to suit the man, one might say.
Although there is one.
Yes.
I want to make a prediction.
Sure.
And you probably have already thought this too, but I think Gregson was killing all of the things for Van Zeke.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that's the case.
Oh, God.
The question is...
Has he been grooming Van Zeeks this entire time?
Good question.
The photograph will be submitted as evidence, please, counsel.
His body appears to be tightly curled up and has a red hairpiece on his head. And what became of the Dumpy that the red-headed victim was supposedly carrying with him? I was informed that no trunk was found at the scene, so it just disappeared. What, do you expect us to have been watching the building every second, do you? We definitely saw him in the dark going in, though. No question about that. Okay, so now that we have that... This is going to be the evidence that contradicts something. I know it.
Were you gonna look and see if you can find more evidence on it?
There wasn't anything.
Nothing even on for the hair or the face, because you just went around in the corner.
Well, when it's got the magnifying glass like this, I can't inspect anything. Pictures can't be investigated. It's just this. I just press A and nothing happens.
I thought you could look and find something and be like, oh, this is weird.
No. I've never been able to do it that way.